Let's talk about threes, their unique flavors, wings, and subtypes. Threes, you could be a 3 with a 2 wing or a 3 with a 4 wing. A 3 with a 2 wing, Condoleezza Rice is a great example of this. We often call them the star. When they're doing well, healthy, they're warm and popular, but their shadow side, they can get seductive, of course, in a very negative sense. The 3 with the 4 wing, Oprah Winfrey is an illustration of this. The professional tend to be a little bit more imaginative and artistic, tend to be a little bit more in touch with their feelings, honestly. Their shadow side is they could be a little bit more pretentious as well. Now, subtypes, remember these are the 3 different subdivisions of a 3. And you have all 3 of these at play in you, usually one that you're a little bit blind to, and the other 2 you use, but you definitely have a primary and secondary. At least that's what most 3s would say. So the self-preservation subtype is something you wouldn't call a 3. It kind of presents a little bit differently than most 3s. We often call this a company man, or in the traditional way, or company woman. Toes the line. This countertype wants to be admired by others, but will do so by being a good role model rather than bragging. They want to be a model of efficiency, a hard work, a productivity, and effectiveness. Their relationships are more transactional than emotional. They have a hard time connecting to their inner feelings a lot. And they can be the most workaholic type than other types, partly because they have a little trouble with self-regulation because of that emotional dial being turned down inside themselves. The one-to-one, they love this one-to-one intensity. We often call them the movie star, right? The subtype would be much more generous and helpful, making promises in order to receive the help and support that they desire. They can be a force of nature and emotionally up and down. So they're a little bit more in touch with that. Their focus of attention is on pleasing other people and on their family, and they do not need to be in the spotlight. However, they will stay in the performer mode when they're on stage or in personal relationships. Struggle with authenticity. Social, we call the politician. I think that immediately puts something in mind that should be a right with 3. Don't necessarily put the moral, a negative connotation on that though. This subtype focuses on achievement, admiration, and getting the job done. They act out their vanity and seek to garner attention, as much influence as they can get. They're the most competitive and aggressive type of 3, which is pretty significant. They enjoy the spotlight and will climb social and professional ladders. They know what's expected of them, and they adjust to become just that right person to get the admiration from that person or group that they need. And they do not like any negative information on themselves. So those are the flavors of different types of 3, the wings and the subtypes.